Hi, I'm Buck, and I'm at the CSIA Tech Center in Plainfield, Indiana, and I'm going to show you how to build the best fire ever. It's a fire that you can build in your fireplace, your fire pit, maybe a masonry heater, out at your hunt camp during hunting season, when you're camping, or whatever. So let's go ahead and get started. So in order to have a great fire, you have to have dry wood. For this particular fire, we're using oak. Good, dry oak wood that will burn very well. You can basically use any kind of wood as long as it's dry. Okay. So we're building a top burn fire, which you need to have different sizes of wood, starting large at the bottom and working your way up progressively smaller to the top with your kindling on top of the structure. That's why it's called the top burn fire. So we got our first 4 rows in. We started with the large wood at the bottom, 4 pieces going across, 4 pieces interlocking. The next level was 5 pieces, getting a little bit smaller with another layer of interlocking pieces. So our next level is going to be 6. And again, you can see how the wood is progressively starting to get smaller. We're going to do 2 levels of 6. Now when you get up in these higher levels up here, you don't have to have as much of a gap in between the wood because we're getting smaller wood and you don't want all the kindling and everything to fall through. So I get it a little closer together. The air will still be able to circulate very well. However, we're dealing with smaller wood and so forth. So our next level is 7, but I usually tend to go with 8 because the wood is so small that you want to cover the entire area that you're working in. So we'll call this one 7, but it's really 8. We'll do another row of 7 or 8. And now we finally arrived at course number 8. And our second course. This is where I like to put the wood close together at this top level because now we're going to put the kindling on top of that. Okay, so now that we've got our courses built up, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, and 8, now we're ready to put the kindling on top. So now, I'll bet you're asking yourself, well, how do you get all this wood to burn with kindling? I don't see any kindling. Well, here's the key to the top burn fire. What you do to get the fire started, I usually take some newspaper, in this case paper towels, and we put them on top. And I make like a little wick coming out the sides. And then you put your kindling on. What I like to do is I like to take real thin pieces of wood and kind of break it, kind of like the old style type of little teepees kind of, and that just kind of holds the little stuff in place. And this wood is really dry, so it'll burn pretty well, in theory. Once I get my 4 little teepees set, I usually like to take and put just a little bit of kindling around it so that when the paper towels ignite, it'll have just a little bit more to start to burn. This is the part where patience is a virtue because it takes a little while to do this. Okay, so now our kindling is ready with the paper towels and small wood on top of there that should light it. We did 4 actual little sets so that it will all start to burn together. Or again, that's the theory. So all I need now is a match. You ready to see a top burn fire? Yeah! Okay, here we go. Here goes nothing. All right. when you're lighting a top burn, always start at the back and work your way into the front, because you definitely don't want to burn yourself. Little safety note there, kids. And there you have the start of a top burn fire. We're just going to go ahead and watch it burn.